Welcome to the E Cup Series Season 3 finale. We are here for the final race of Season 3, and we have 8 championship hopefuls in the race today. Who will win the championship? It should be a good battle here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in North Carolina. Now let's take a quick look at our 8 championship finalists. Matt Kenseth comes into this 8th in points, 22 points out, but he's on the pole, so he's going to need to win this and get some help if he wants any chance. Greg Biffle is 7th, he's 17 points back. He too is going to need a lot of help to try and win this title. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is also 17 points back, and he's starting towards the rear of the field, so it's going to be tough for him to come to the front. Then Jimmy Johnson is only 15 points back. He's going to need some help as well, as it's going to be tough to catch Carl Edwards, who's our points leader. Jeff Gordon is 13 points back. He's going to have to work hard to come to the front and win this thing. Kyle Busch is 3rd place. He's 10 points back, so he's going to need a couple guys in front of him to struggle if he wants to win. Casey Kahne is 2nd in points. He's only 1 point back, so it's really going to be a 2-car battle, it appears, for the championship between Casey Kahne and our points leader, Carl Edwards, who are only separated by 1 point. Now here's your starting lineup for today's race. On the pole is Matt Kenseth along with Clint Bowyer. Then we have Marcos Ambrose and our points leader, Carl Edwards, in row 2. Then in row 3 we have Jimmy Johnson along with Martin Truex Jr. Then we have Kyle Busch and Casey Kahne, who are both championship hopefuls, along with Greg Biffle and Jeff Burton. Then we have Jeff Gordon along with Brad Keselowski in the 2. Then we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. along with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Then we have Joey Logano and Trevor Bayne along with Brian Vickers in the 55 and Jamie McMurray in the 1. Then we have Danica Patrick in the 10 and Mark Martin is in the 14 for Tony Stewart. Then we have Kevin Harvick in the 29 and Juan Pablo Montoya along with Eric Almirola and Austin Dillon. And towards the back we have Denny Hamlin and Ryan Newman. And rounding it out is the 27 of Paul Menard. So there's your lineup for the finale here at Charlotte. And it should be a good race. Here's your race info. It's a 15-lap race, which is a little longer than usual. 27 cars, and the big storyline is that Edwards leads the championship by 1 point. Let's see how it turns out. Green flag in the air here at Charlotte. Kyle Busch makes it 3 wide for 5th here, as he and Truex are going to both try and go around Jimmy Johnson, who loses a couple spots here on the restart. And Casey Kahne trying to make that outside lane work around Kyle Busch. Matt Kenseth out as we complete the first lap has driven away to almost a 2-car length lead over Clint Bowyer. Then it's Ambrose and Edwards battling for 3rd. Martin Truex Jr. there as well. Casey Kahne almost cleared Busch there. He's still trying to make that outside lane work. And now, Truex is in the wall off 4. He slips to the outside. Kahne trying to go through the middle. And he and Kyle Busch will both pass Truex as we continue green here. Matt Kenseth still leading. We're on lap 5 out of 15 now. And now it's trouble in turn 3. It's Jamie McMurray, Mark Martin in the 14, and Kevin Harvick all around here in turns 3 and 4. Caution is out. And let's see what happened on the replay. It looks like Danica Patrick got loose, slid up into the 1 who got collected by the 14, and then Harvick had nowhere to go. So that's a tough break for them. They will be out of the race. Luckily, none of them are championship contenders, so that does not really affect the championship picture too much. But here's where your championship contenders line up. Your points leader, Carl Edwards, is there in 3rd. Casey Kahne is back there in 6th. So let's see what happens here. Matt Kenseth restarts on lap 6 now. 3 wide again. This time it's Ambrose slipping into the middle. Casey Kahne on the outside. Kyle Busch moves into 4th. As up front, it's Clint Bowyer trying to clear Matt Kenseth for the race lead on the outside. Coming off of turn 4 now. Carl Edwards gets a run. He's going to make it 3 wide for the lead. Kenseth gets stuck in the middle. Edwards goes to the inside, slides up now. Kenseth going to go back to the inside and look for 3 wide, but he'll duck out of there. Carl Edwards and Clint Bowyer now battling for the race lead. Matt Kenseth trying to hold off Kyle Busch for 4th. And Bowyer will take the lead. Kenseth is 3rd. Kyle Busch 4th. Casey Kahne now is running in the 5th position. As up front, Edwards is hanging with Clint Bowyer. He's trying to find room around him. He'll look to the outside here off of 4. He's going to get a good run down the front stretch. And they draw even here for the race lead. Behind them is still Matt Kenseth looking to the outside. He's going to look way outside, but in front of him, Carl Edwards clears Bowyer for the lead. Kyle Busch going to try and move into the third spot around Kenseth. Kahne now looking at fourth as they come around turn 4. And now it's trouble on the front stretch. It's Jeff Burton spinning across the infield grass and eventually coming to a rest just past the start-finish line. Caution is out here about 2/3 of the way through this thing for Jeff Burton. And let's see on the replay, it looks like coming off for turn 4, Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's a championship contender, gets into the back of Burton and sent him spinning across the infield. So a tough break for Jeff Burton. He'll be able to continue, though, with minimal damage. And we'll be ready to restart on lap 12. There'll be 4 laps to go, just one more time here. Carl Edwards leads Kasey Kahne by 9 points, and Kyle Busch is only 15 points back. So right now, Carl Edwards is definitely in the driver's seat, and he restarts in the lead with 4 to go. Clint Bowyer trying to hang on the outside. Kyle Busch slips into the middle. Kane's going to go around him for the 4th position. Clint Bowyer's trying to retake the lead from Edwards. He drives it in hard here off of 4. He'll take the lead. Behind them, it's Kahne and Kenseth battling for 3rd. 3 laps to go here at Charlotte. Through 1 and 2, Edwards looking to the inside. He's going to try and get his nose in there as Kasey Kahne will clear Kenseth for that 3rd position. Here he comes. Edwards again looking to the inside. Ooh, Bowyer gets loose. Edwards is going to try and pass him on the front stretch. Kahne's got a good run as well. And both Edwards and Kasey Kahne will pass Clint Bowyer here with a lap and a half to go. And now the top 2 in points are leading the race. It looks like the winner of this thing's going to be the champion as well. Kasey Kahne trying to find a way around Carl Edwards. He has to pass him if he wants to win the championship. Edwards blocks here on the white flag. Kahne looking to the outside through 1 and 2. He's going to get a run on the backstretch. Edwards gets a little sideways. Kahne ducks to the inside. Going to drive in hard. He gets loose. Gets into the 99. Edwards goes around. And Kasey Kahne is going to win the Season 3 championship at Charlotte. Carl Edwards comes to a rest just past the start-finish line on the infield grass, as that is how your season will finish. Look at the replay again on the last lap. See here, coming on turn 2, Edwards gets sideways. Kahne goes in. Edwards hugs the bottom, got Kahne loose, but that actually ended up backfiring for Edwards as it caused them to get in each other. Look at it one more time. Edwards, definitely squoze Kahne a little bit, caused him to get loose. Kahne slid up into Edwards, but managed to slip through and take the win. Edwards heads to the garage here, coming up just short of winning the title. Kasey Kahne is your champion, and he celebrates here at Charlotte. So Kasey Kahne is your Double Cup Series Season 3 champion. Edwards came up just short. And here's your results. Brock Johnson is in the 5 car, wins the race and the championship. Trey Normile in the 99 ends up finishing 10th. That is where he crossed the line after spinning coming out of the final turn. Take a look at the rest of your results. All the championship contenders finished inside the top 10, so that's pretty good racing here for the final race. And here are your final point standings. Brock Johnson in the 5 car gets his first ever Double E Cup Series championship. Trey Normile finishes a close second. Then the 18, 24, and 48 rounded out. All 4 Hendrick cars in the top 7 of the final point standings. So here's where everyone else lines up.
Heavy metal.
Brock Johnson is your champion, your Season 3 Double E Cup Series champion. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the finale, and keep in mind that I want to thank everyone who has signed up and or supported this series with your comments, your views, and everything. And I appreciate it. This would not be possible without all of your support. And hopefully Season 4 will be not too far around the corner, and I'll see you guys then.